Okay, look, I know you're here to chase big results, and that's awesome. I'm really, I'm stoked for you. I want to help you get big results, but there's a couple of things I need to let you know or let you in on. First of all, if you're just starting out, if this is like your first time round or you've just been online 6 months, we're probably not the best fit for each other. You should probably go and buy my book, The Expert's Handbook. That'll give you enough to get started and probably make, your first $500,000 online. But if you've been online for 2 or 3 years and you're actually an expert in what you do and you're really looking to take it to the next level, then we should talk. Now, I'm doing this 30-day Kickstart program purely so you can test drive me, okay? You might be 2 or 3 steps away from really smashing that goal of yours, and you just need that little bit of insight, that little bit of experience to get you over the line. That's what this 30-day trial is for. The guys have been getting amazing results, anywhere from sort of $20,000 in 20 days to $80,000 to $120,000 in 30 days. And I'd love to help you do that, and sometimes even more. But first of all, we've got to have a discussion. There's an application form below on this page here. You've got to fill that in. I want you to fill it in total. Give me some really good information on where you're at and where you want to go to. What I'm going to do now is just pull away for a minute, and you're going to watch a few testimonials from some of the guys that have been in the program, some of the guys that have been getting results, and then I'll come back to you after.
Hey, this is Andy Hussong, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to James Klobasa. James actually invited me to take part in his 3K 30-day program, where he really jumped on a couple of calls with me early on and just really helped me map out some ideas, helped me get a lot of clarity on things I was doing. And just from one idea he gave me in one post he actually helped me craft that I posted on my timeline, it brought in a client that will actually bring in probably a minimum of 6 figures within 3 to 5 months this year. And so that's a pretty good turnaround. That's not to mention all the other ideas that he's provided and ongoing assistance that he's helped me with and ideas he's given me. So I'm actually on spring break with my family right now, about to eat, and so I'm going to cut this short, but I wanted to shoot this off to him real quick and let you guys know that I highly recommend working with James any way you can. So again, my name's Andy Hussong, and thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
Hey, it's Kat here from katlatozo.com, and I just wanted to give a bit of a shout out to James Klobasa, who is my amazing business strategist and mentor. James has been a part of my team, and I've been working with him for about 2 months now, maybe even a little bit less, in fact, maybe about 6 weeks. And seriously, like, if you want to create a high-level strategy that is down to the dot detailed, that absolutely is going to kick your butt into action, into creating the business and ultimately, I guess, the life that you want to create, then you need to talk to this guy. I have worked with the best mentors in the online space in my time online. I've been online for 8 years, and over that time I've always sought out the best people to learn from, and I've always been thrilled with the results that I get and with the people who I've worked with. What I've found in working with James in this 6-week period is that the level of detail and attention and care that he's brought to what he's doing with me and for me in my business is just like, I've just never experienced anything like this. I honestly didn't even know that this existed as far as what to look for or expect or receive from a mentor or a coach. I certainly obviously expect a certain level of attention and detail. And like I said, I've always been, grateful and happy and thrilled with the results that I've had over time. I've honestly never experienced this level of detail though, and this level of care. And so James really listened to everything that I wanted about, not just for my business dream, but kind of like my whole ultimate life plan of what I want to create as a leader and as a writer and as a speaker. And really, we broke it down in our initial conversations. And then we continued to speak, and then he came back to me after about 3 weeks and he's like, right, I've got the plan. And this plan was just like, oh my God. It was literally like, did you reach into my mind and like wring out everything that I've always wanted but never been able to fully define or know how to get? It's just, it's impossible for me to even fully describe how excited I am and how grateful I am, but mostly just how certain I am that this is going to work. And I can see it already beginning to work with the work that we've done. He's just gone above and beyond with the energy and the emotion and the intent and the time, of course, that he's put into working with me. And we speak really regularly, and he's constantly there as a sounding board, but really specifically giving me strategy-based feedback and insight. And what I love that just kind of it kind of triggers me a little bit, but I have to admit I love it, is that he's not afraid to tell me when he's like, if you know, if I have an idea and he doesn't think it's like the best idea, he's like, and I sort of feel that feeling of like, you know, don't tell me my ideas aren't good, but at the same time we have a conversation around it, and I really, really respect and just appreciate the honest feedback and insight he's giving me. And it's coming from a place of vast amounts of experience, of vast amounts of results, and of you know, an incredible genuine care that I obviously get those same results that he's been able to create with other clients. And like I said, you know, just in this short period of time, I've already been able to start to see things shift and change. And some of the things that I've rolled out with clients and that I've shared with my audience, I've just had incredible feedback on. So, you know, if you're not already part of James' community, you need to read his book, you need to get his stuff, you need to reach out and speak to him. If you want a high level strategy where you're going to be mentored, you're going to be coached, but you're also going to have your butt kicked into action that works to ultimately create the business and the life you want, then speak to James. Bye.
G'day, it's James here, and I wanted to continue on from the last video and talk about the 2 emails that I received. Remember, one was a big long to-do list and plenty of excuses why the guy hadn't done the work, and the other one was, you know, literally dot points, I made a bunch of money, I've got 4 people on board, and the money's in the bank kind of thing. So today I wanted to introduce you to Matt, and Matt was that other guy that took action in those 2 emails. Unfortunately, we don't have the other guy here with us today to get his view. He's probably still working, but Matt's here, money in the bank, and I just wanted to talk you guys through what actually happens in the 30-day Kickstart process. A lot of people have been asking me, you know, what's involved, how intense is it, you know, what's going to happen next. So let's get it from the horse's mouth, and cheers, Matt. Thanks for coming.
No, thanks for having us, mate.
Firstly, I just wanted to ask Matt about, you know, obviously the first stage of this is really strategizing what the opportunity is and what skills you have, what assets you have in place, and just finding out where we can, you know, extract some cash, how we can kickstart your income. So Matt, what was that first stage like for you?
Yeah, that original phone call that we had, I think you termed it shaking my tree at the time, where we actually had to pull apart the business and see what resources I had, where I was going, what money I was leaving on the table, really,
yep.
And just opening me up to, you know, just being aware of what's possible out there, to get that sort of mind shift happening, so that we could kind of go to the next phase, which was implementing that strategy.
Yeah, sure. And you know, obviously, after all the strategizing, we've got to come up with something solid. So the next phase of that is always creating a campaign or creating a promotion or just maybe changing model in the business, something like that that's actually going to produce the result. Matt, what was that second stage like? You know, we kind of came up with the campaign and how we were going to do it. What was your experience of that?
Yeah, it all happened really quick, which was great. You know, it was kind of one thing after the other, and we just kind of took action on what needed to happen at the time.
Yep.
And yeah, I had to learn a couple of little things about how I was approaching it. You helped me out with the email campaign itself, getting people on the phone and talking that through, and following through to the outcome that we wanted. But essentially, it wasn't that difficult. It was just doing it in the end, like anything. You know, just get in and have a crack, even if it is a bit scary, and then and you get the results. And once you get those results, it all starts. The belief starts to come, and you know, you're setting a foundation for the next step. Then.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of part of this 30-day Kickstart as well. Like, I'm actually trying to kind of, as Matt put it, shake the tree a bit. You know, everyone has these belief kind of levels that we think, you know, we know what's possible. I think big results are possible in a really short space of time. It comes through really specific actions and really kind of full-on accountability. I'm sure Matt experienced that, you know, with me kind of getting him on the phone and pushing him to do different actions. Just talk about accountability for a second there. You know, what was it like for the 30 days?
It was good because I was looking for excuses every now and then. So as you do, it's kind of new, a bit scary. So I'd sort of push back and say, hey, what's next, or what do I have to do? And you were always quick, almost immediate, you know, with this is the next step, go and do it. You know, and there was no reason stopping me. I just had to go and do it. And
sure.
So ultimately that's what it was in the end. You know, it was firstly the strategy, but yeah, the accountability to just go and do it.
Yep.
So that the results come, and nothing was going to happen until I did that. So I went and did it.
Awesome. And Matt got awesome results, as I talked about. And you know, why I'm actually doing this is to create awesome results. You know, for people like Matt, people like yourself. I would love to have you come on board as a premium client. Matt's sitting here today. You can see on the background the board. We've been refining his initial campaign. and we're looking to take his business to a much greater level and really rapidly once again. So I'd like to have you as a high-end client come on board, but first you need to go through the 30-day kickstart. I'd love to produce you some results. All you need to do is to click the button somewhere here on the page, fill in the application form, and I will be speaking with you soon. Thanks very much. So how did you go with that? Did you see Tim? Did you see Andy? And even Matt? Amazing results really. Matt doing 80 grand in 20 days, 21 days, and now he's gone on, he's actually increased that to 120 grand. He's come on to work with me as a private client, and now we're actually just about to roll out his next promotion, and we're predicting about 300 grand from that. So yes, big results are really possible. But as I said earlier, you know, you're probably not a fit for me if you're just starting out. But if you see yourself as being 2 steps, 3 steps away from absolute gold, I'd love to work with you. It is a 30-day commitment. It is $3,000 US. And obviously to test drive my services, that's not a big investment. With the returns that I'm looking to create for you, it's really a drop in the bucket. And all that really is my opportunity to prove myself so that we can go on and work together over the year or even longer. But if that interests you, fill in the application form. As I said, give me plenty of information, tell me what you're up to, and then we'll have a discussion after that. I'd love to talk with you, and I'd love to help you get some big results. Thanks very much.